Hello, it's Jenny from Ginger Ninja Crafts. How are you? I hope you're having a great week. I am being quite productive today. I've had a bit of a tidy up in the craft room. I've just put a video live, which was my second Temu haul. And when I looked at the background of it, I was slightly embarrassed, but not so embarrassed that I didn't upload the video, but just by this sort of girdle behind me. So I've had a bit of a tidy up. So there's still huge amounts of stuff, but it is more organised and contained, and I actually can see quite a lot of my desk in front of me, so that's good. It always sometimes I resist doing it because like no, I've got stuff to do, I need to be making excuse me. But actually I'm so much more productive when I have put stuff away and tidied a bit, and it's like the mess is not very conducive to being creative, I don't think. So things are a bit more organised. So today's video I thought I would share some bits and pieces that I've made using some of the things I bought in that first Temu haul. I'll link it below in case you didn't see it, and I will link everything that I've used that was from that Temu haul in the description box in case people are looking for it, because I think that was annoying before. Sorry, I need my hair cut really, don't I? Anyway, so the things that I'm using are, there was a die set which came with these 3 ferns and some mushrooms, including these 2 which have still got some cardstock in them. The largest of the set of 3 kind of picture frames, can you see it's got nice wood grain on it? Oh, and these stamps, I'm using bits from there. Is that everything? Oh, and a cat, because it's me, of course I've used a cat. So this cat die I've used. Now these, the project I've made with these I've popped in the shop, and you'll find that linked below in case, I hope nobody needs one, but I've made some pet sympathy cards with those. So they are here. I actually shared on my Instagram me making these in case you want to see what I did, but I've made these little rainbow bridge, well, rainbow pet sympathy cards. So I just obviously added the wee black layer, and then on some white, I think it was about 300 GSM, it's kind of sturdy white card, I used some pixie powders and then spritzed it to get a kind of rainbow effect. So they're all a wee bit different. That one's a wee bit more drippy, this one was a wee bit less water, I think. So you get different effects. And then I just popped the silhouette die cut on top with a little, with sympathy. So they're in the shop. I thought about using the die for that, and it took me, couldn't quite figure out just the black on the white. I was like, that's a bit plain and boring. And then I was thinking, well, you know, people say that people talk about the rainbow bridge, don't they, when pets have unfortunately passed on. So I did the little rainbow. And for people that maybe are thinking, pet sympathy cards, I have sold hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pet sympathy cards since I opened my Etsy shop. Vets buy them to send to their customers when unfortunately they've passed away, the pets have passed away. And yeah, I think it's the kind of thing that's maybe quite hard to find in the shop, a sympathy card that's geared up towards somebody's pet. So yeah, they've gone for Australia, Canada, everywhere. So slightly odd, you might think, but it's the one that people always say sorry, what? And they said, what do you do? And I said, oh, I've got an Etsy shop. So yeah, so they are new in the shop this week. Then I've made some of these little sort of embellishments. So this is a small mushroom die, and the Thankful is from that stamp set. The sort of checky paper is from, it's a digital download. I think I shared the link for that last week. And I haven't started filming before I actually stuck it on, so I'll do it here. I like to have some thank you cards to hand, and I like having some really teeny weeny ones that are probably too small to actually stick in the post. But if somebody orders a few things on Etsy, or if somebody that I know is a subscriber on YouTube orders anything, I like to try and pop in a little card. So my idea was to just pop those on these little teeny weeny cards. So that's what I'm going to do with those. And then I've made a slightly larger, quite a bit larger. So I've just taken the frame, which is popped up on some 3D pads, and then I've added a fern and a couple of the mushrooms, the same little Thankful, and a couple of Nuvo drops because I'm addicted to them. There's Nuvo drops on there too. So yeah, and I thought I'd maybe just show you what I did to create the mushrooms, because sometimes people are interested in how people kind of put things together. So I'm going to pause you, and then the next minute you're going to see looking down on my desk, and I'll show you what I did. So back in a moment. Okay, so hopefully you can see what I'm up to. So I just I've die cut the mushrooms, the whole lot in white, like so, and then I just kind of put the die like so. I just kind of put the top bit of it on some dark red card. You could do them whatever you want. You could make them like brown or whatever colour you like. And so then I just do that, and then this one. And then I just take my scissors and kind of trim off that bit. Okay. And then I'm just going to add a little bit of colour to this mushroom. So I go along that bit and add these little stripes. I'm kind of guided by the bits that are, the shapes that are already there. And then I'm going to go down here, and then oops. So it's quite subtle. It looks a wee bit darker because the ink's wet, but, and then the same again up here. Start with the darkest. So just add in a bit of shade. These pens are the Spectrum Noir. There you go. And then I just glue that bit on. Like so. Now I started, for the sort of spotty bits, I started with just a white gel pen, and then because I've got a slight addiction to Nuvo drops, I decided to go in with the Nuvo drops. So I'm just going in and popping sort of different sizes like so, and again here, and the die leaves you with little markings for you to go into those. So I'm going to have to leave those to dry obviously, but here is one of each that is dried. So they're pretty cute, and they just look a little bit more special than just with the white gel pen. And I think that now that you can see the ink, although it's dried, it's not very obvious. It's just a little bit of dimension that's added there. So I hope that you've enjoyed seeing what I have made. Oh, I should say the ferns. What I did with the ferns was, because I used that on this little card here. So I just took some white cardstock, again that 300 GSM. First of all, I gave it a good spray with this Evergreen Bow Distress Oxide Spray, and then I went over a bit with the Lindy's Starburst Spray. These are the only two greens I've got a sort of limey green one, but these are the only two sort of greens that I thought were suitable. So this has got a bit of shimmer, you need to shake it up. And then I just, once that was completely dry, I cut out the ferns. So you get a kind of different, some of them have got that wee bit of sheen to them, but it's not a solid colour, which I thought was quite nice, because nature's never one solid colour, is it? So yeah, that was what I've done so far, and as I say, I just uploaded a second Temu video yesterday, second haul one, so I am sure that once I've had a play with those things that I will upload another video of what I've made with them. So I hope that you've enjoyed that. Let me know in the comments what you think, and I'll be back very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye now.